Hi again. As promised, I'm going to reveal this new project I've bought, as if I needed another one, but it's here now. And yeah, looking at it, not too bad. It does need work. It, there's certain things. I bought it on a photo really, and I got it picked up. But the reason I bought it was because of the year of it. It's 1976. That's the year I was born. I wanted something, some vehicular thing, um, which was the same year as I was born. So I found one. So I didn't really care if the condition was a little bit worse. If it had been one that was a year newer, say in 1977, and had been a bit better, I still would have wanted this one because the year is right. The year registration year when I was born was R Reg. That was R on the end. Yeah, I know I'm on. I get confused myself. So yeah, it's R on the end. And to be honest, actually on the roads, you don't see many sort of latter part of the 70s. To be honest, a lot. You don't see many 70s registrations at all. I think you probably see more 60s actually, because I think a lot of 70s vehicles did just get sort of thrown away. I think it really was a 70s was really years where people didn't sort of appreciate cars or anything of vehicles. This is two wheel vehicle, so that's sort of giving away a little bit. And I don't think they appreciate it. I think they were just used and scrapped. I think probably things like marinas and that, which no one really overly liked, I never think, in the 70s. My dad used to have a few. I think they're probably rarer now than like a Morris 1000, because I just think they were just so run of the mill at the time. They got used and then scrapped. They rusted quite a lot and things like that. And now they've got a bit of a following. I think probably it's going to get so they're rarer than like Morris 1000s and that. But there's not many around. I haven't seen one for absolutely ages. A few pop up on eBay and that, and things like Allegros, which are a horrible car, but they're actually starting to become collectible now, and people are sort of liking them. And they've got a following. I think the thing is now, you tend to buy what you remember when you were young. I think that tends to be the case. So my dad, it was actually his birthday the other day. He was 71, and he sort of remembers a sort of 50s cars and 60s cars, and probably there was some 40s cars going around when he was young. Well, it would have been still, and they're what he gets drawn towards. I was born in 1976, so it's sort of the 80s cars and sort of the second part of the 70s, really, cars I saw on the road a lot. And so you get drawn towards, that era. So I think now people, sort of say if they get, well, I'm nearly 45, say you're up to sort of 55, you'd be sort of remembering, 70s cars. So I think they're 70s and early 80s are gaining sort of a lot more interest now. That's why the prices are going up quite high, because people are getting to that stage where they've worked since they sort of left school. If you say 50, for example, they've probably got a bit of money behind them now, and they can buy that classic car or classic motorbike or something now, and they'll go back to remembering when they were young. So especially this year with the pandemic and everything, there's been there has been sort of gaps you can go on holiday, but people haven't been able to go on holiday like they have, for years. There wasn't sort of any restriction. So some people might spend 10, 15,000 on a holiday a year. Well, if they couldn't do that this year, could be more than that. If they couldn't do that this year, they've probably got money burning a hole in their pockets. So they've gone and thought, oh, well, we'll buy a classic car, buy a classic motorbike, or something retro. It doesn't necessarily have to be vehicles. I just think, people have just bought these things because they haven't been spending money elsewhere. We haven't been able to sort of go to restaurants and that anywhere near the same and that. So people's social life sort of dried up. So they can buy a classic car, and there's been times you can buy a classic car and you can go and have a drive around and that. We've been so restricted what we can do. So anyway, let's get back to my purchase. There are some parts missing. We'll go around that in a minute. Generally, it's not too bad. I have got some parts on order, which I need to start it. We'll go from there after that. Parts are readily available, so that isn't isn't a problem. Easier than the MX100 motorbike. So yeah, we might as well show you it. I think it's time. So I'll just turn the camera around and then we'll have a little chat about it. So let's get ready. My horrible doors there, they do really need my strip down and a paint. But anyway, I'm still dragging this on for you now. I'm really making you suffer. So let's go for it. We are there. I'm sure you will all know, well, depends what generation you are, but I'm sure you'll all know what one of these are. The name gives it away. It's a Puch Maxi, 49cc, I believe they are. And yeah, it's okay. It's got the reg number on the back. I haven't got the V5 because I've got to send for that, but I did check it up on the DVLA thing and the number exists and it's right for this machine. So I know I can, for about 20 something pound, I can send for the V5 and I will get that. So that's the most important thing, and it's the right year. It's on a, like I said, it's on an R reg. Yeah. So this is why I've been looking for one of these on and off for a while, because I just, to be honest, I just fancied one as, because they're quite small, fancied one to sort of mark the year I was born, to have something the year I was born. I think it's quite a nice little thing for that. You can buy most parts, if not all parts really. You can see I need a flywheel. I've got one coming. I did notice this on the photo when I bought it, but that is off for some reason. But the bore, I can't really show that at the moment, but the bore looks good. And it turns over okay, so it's not seized or anything. So I've ordered the head gasket, and I've ordered some head bolts, new head bolts. I think that's wise. They're a very easy engine to work on. I might in the future, depending on how it sounds and that, I might do a rebuild on it, new bearings in it, because they're very, very easy. You've like got the crank there, got the piston light there, and then in the back you've just got a drive that goes into a bit of an area where there's a sump with oil in, and then a drive just goes to there. Very simple. So tyres, to be honest, don't look too bad. I think it probably must have been kept in the dry. That is hideous, that is. I don't know why someone put that. It's really, to be honest, a little bit sad, but people have their funny little ways. It's got a Jaguar on the front mudguard. You can rest assured that will be going. But the plan for this is, I will just go on. It needs the air filters missing. The two guards are missing. It should have a guard each side to sort of cover that area. You can see the seat, the sponge is there, but you can buy the whole seats. It will actually work out more when I've done it than I could have bought one okay for, but it wouldn't have been that year. So that's the important thing for me. The tank is a little bit rusty. I think it's more at the top rather than at the bottom. So I will be doing some sort of, I've read up about to clean the tank out. I will be getting a product. Actually, I think it's a household product. I'm going to be trying to clean the tank out. I don't think it's really, really bad. But yeah, as you can see, it's not a very big tank really. It's just thin and long really. But yeah, I will be doing that. That will be one of the sort of jobs I will do before I sort of take this on as a sort of total project. This is something I'd like to really restore. But the plan is for the parts to come, try the engine, try to buy the few parts I need, and to get it up and running. Because I'd like to use this in April. I want it to be on the road by my birthday, which is in April. So I don't care cosmetically. It doesn't matter at that point. I think maybe at the latter summer, I'll sandblast it, take it apart, sandblast it, and then next winter do a restoration job on the whole thing to really get it nice. I'll keep it silver. I'm not interested in sort of doing any custom look or anything on it. I just want it silver. I want it looking like it does now, but really, really nice. You can buy all the new chrome and everything. That's supposed to be chrome. Not worth trying to get it chrome for how much they are. The handlebars are the same. They are a bit rusty. So at the bottom of the forks, but you can buy the forks, and yeah, you can buy all parts for it. the exhaust isn't too bad. I possibly would keep the exhaust, just get the rust off it, and just yeah, I think I'll probably keep the exhaust because it's a genuine Pooch one. But you can get a new front pipe and the pipe that goes the way through there, so you can just get the front pipe, yeah, and you can keep your main back pipe. So yeah, I haven't got a clue where it's got spark or anything because I don't know, because I haven't got the flywheel. But yeah, that's the plan. So I would need new stickers for there if I sandblasted in that. The front wheel looks alright. The back wheel has got a slight kink on it, bend on it somewhere, like as if, I think it's there. Is it there? Yeah, look, someone's got a tire lever on it, sort of levered against it a little bit, and it's bent the wheel. I'm not sure really what's going on there. So we might have to have we can just get a new rim. I've never done a rim change on a wheel before, but you've got to just get it true. It might be something I'll experiment with, give it a go. What else was there? There's a little bit, someone looks like they've levered there a little bit as well. So that's going to have to be sort of straightened out and have a bit of weld on there, just ground in. Not a problem. But yeah, I like this. I like the silver, so I'll keep it the silver. And yeah, the later ones, or some of them had, I think they were the later ones, had like the aluminium mag wheels. I don't mind the spoke wheels. I think it just looks traditional, really. But yeah, these were around quite a lot when I was young. I never really liked them, to be honest. Then it just seemed to be a bit of an old man's moped, but I just think they've got that sort of retro look now, and I think they're okay. And it's the good thing about it as well is it's over 40 years old, so it's tax exempt and MOT exempt as well. Passing my test, I think if you pass before 2000 and something, your car driving test, you can use a 50cc or under moped on your car license with no CBT and no L plates. So technically, I think I will double check this before I actually, obviously before I get out there. But this is what I'm sure I've read. So really, all I've got to do is get this roadworthy and insure it, and then I can use it. So in the summer I will. I'll don't know whether I look hideous on it or not, but I shall just yeah, I shall pot around this at the weekends if we're going to go up my unit or something like that on a hot summer's day. I shall nip up there on this. I think they do, if I remember rightly, about, because it's standard, you can get upgrade heads and that. You make them 70cc and some of them shift, but obviously until I did a CBT I couldn't even do that anyway, because it would take me 20 odd cc over my capacity what I'd be allowed to ride. So, and to be honest, I want to keep it original anyway, but I suppose if doing a CBT motorbike test or whatever, I could then change the head and then just keep my old head put back on if I wanted to, because they are so easy to work on. They're so simple. Yeah, I remember when I was 16, I had you have your 50cc motorbikes or mopeds or whatever. Well, I think people probably did more so when I was younger. Well, people had old ones then. Nowadays, if they have them, nearly everybody has a new sort of little mini scooter or something now. They don't tend to use the old ones anymore. Back in the day when we did it, I think, we just had the old ones, what we could get our hands on cheap then, because these things used to sort of be dirt cheap. And I had a Suzuki TS50. It looked the part, but it was slow. It did 30 miles an hour tops, and they were sort of restricted to that. And I never really messed around with it to try and get it any faster. But I had a friend, actually it was a friend from primary school in the same village as me, and he actually had a Pooch Maxi just like this one. And his Pooch Maxi used to fly past our trendier looking TS50s, because a couple of us had TS50s. And and his little Pooch Maxi used to do about 35 when ours did about 30. So yeah, he had that 5 mile an hour advantage. So yeah, the thing that looked a bit, well, I thought it looked a bit sort of granddad look, you know, sort of showed up our TS50s. So yeah, that was another reason. It's a little bit of nostalgia there as well. So yeah, they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I think they're a natty little thing, really. I think they've come into their own a bit, and they've got I've looked around Facebook groups and on YouTube and all that, and they've got quite a following. People love them. They sort of change the style and everything of them. You know, I think they've got good capabilities to improve them quite a lot from standard up to, you know, make them quite sort of fast enough for what they are. So yeah, that's the latest project. And yeah, I've got no key with it for the lock, but you can buy that there. The steering lock, you can buy that. There's no battery on them or anything. It's just all run from the from in there. So you haven't got no indicators. You've just got a front light and a rear light and a horn somewhere. Is it on there? Yeah, it's there. So yeah, very simple. I think they're made in Austria, and yeah, they've still got quite a following. So yeah, that's the latest project, and I'm quite excited about getting onto that. So I've got two two-wheel projects now. The MX 100 Yamaha. If you haven't seen the video of that, there is a video up on that, and there's a reveal video of that as well. I love that too, but I've got a bit more work to get a registration on that, because that's a US import. This is UK, like I said, and it will be easy to get the V5 for this. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video there. Hope you enjoyed this reveal of this Puch Maxi, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some videos out there of this. But they will, like I said, they will sort of start. I will get it running because that shouldn't take me too long, and then they'll be stalled for quite a while because I have got other things to get on with. But by April, what have I got? 4 months to sort of get it roadworthy, which, to be honest, I think the brakes are sticky and a few bits and pieces. But yeah, we'll try and do that by then. It won't be no paintwork or anything by then. You know, it'll sort of be much the same as it is, but it will be roadworthy, and then it's a future project, like I said, I'm going to tear down and make it really nice. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll be along with another video again soon. Puch Maxi.